Think about the last time you were in a crowded room and you were the only person trying to do the right thing. It is a very heavy, isolating feeling. When everyone around you is moving in one direction, the pressure to conform and simply blend in with your peers can feel completely overwhelming. Now imagine taking that exact feeling of high school isolation and scaling it up. Imagine if your entire family and your entire society believed in something that was clearly, logically wrong. That feeling of standing against the crowd isn't just a modern problem. It is an ancient, universal test of character. Thousands of years ago, Prophet Ibrahim lived in a society built entirely around idol worship. People carved statues out of wood and stone and treated them as gods. Absolutely everyone in his environment participated in this. It was the only way of life anyone knew. Even inside his own home, the pressure was constant. His father was the one actually making and selling these idols, leaving Ibrahim entirely on his own. He was starting from the ultimate extreme of peer pressure. It was one person standing against an entire civilization. But Ibrahim didn't just accept what he was told. He started looking at the world around him and asking questions that no one else was asking. He spotted a massive logical flaw. How can a human build an object and then worship that same object as if it created them? While everyone else stayed with the group, Ibrahim refused to ignore his own mind. Eventually, he moved from just thinking these things to saying them out loud, sharing the truth even when it was uncomfortable. He showed that even when a behavior is considered normal by everyone else, it is still worth looking at with your own eyes to see if it actually makes sense. When the people heard his words, they didn't stop to think. They responded with deep, raw anger. Ibrahim was suddenly facing the intense threat of a whole community turning their collective rage toward him. To silence him, the society built a massive, deadly fire. They intended to throw Ibrahim directly into the center of the flames. Standing before that heat, Ibrahim didn't take back his words or try to please the crowd. He chose to place his trust entirely in Allah. At that moment, the miracle happened. Allah made the fire cool and safe, and Ibrahim walked out of the flames completely unharmed. That protection showed that even the most violent threats of the crowd are not as strong as the truth Ibrahim stood for. You likely won't face a literal fire today, but you definitely face the social heat of high school. When you see people cheating, vaping, or breaking rules, it's easy to think, well, if everyone's doing it, it must be fine. This is where we learn from Ibrahim. Just because a majority of people are doing something doesn't make that thing right. There is a very real fear that if you don't go along with it, your friends might get angry or stop hanging out with you. But your integrity and the truth matter much more than a few moments of social approval. Dealing with peer pressure today is just a modern version of the test Abraham faced. It takes that same kind of strength to stand firm. It's natural to feel some self-doubt when you're the only one not following the crowd. But Abraham's story teaches us one final thing. Being alone is not a sign that you are wrong. You only need to stand for what is right, even if you are the only one standing.